What's up, YouTube? Slayer BBQ here. First video of the channel, and I wanted to talk about what to expect in this channel, what my next few videos are going to be, and the plans for this channel. I started off my barbecue journey with a Weber Smokey Mountain. It was fantastic. I had a lot of good cooks with it. That's where I learned the majority of my barbecue knowledge that I have now. After a few years, I wanted to give myself more of a challenge, more of an authentic barbecue taste, so I went with an offset smoker. I bought myself Oklahoma Joe offset off of Facebook. Obviously, those aren't the best quality, thinner metal, pretty small cook chamber. It was hard to maintain a constant temperature, but I did. But it required 10 every 15, 20 minutes out there maintaining the fire. And recently, we had our first kid, and with that, went all my free time. And she's 7 months old now, and I've only barbecued once. I've only smoked once since she's been born. So I really miss it, but I know it's not reasonable to think that I'm going to have time to tend to the fire every 15, 20 minutes. Now, in 5, 8, 10 years, will I go back to an offset? Absolutely. Will I go back to an offset sooner? Maybe. I just know that for the immediate future, I won't have the time to tend to a fire that often. So with that, I looked at my options. I looked at the gravity-fed charcoal smokers by Masterbuilt. I considered those. Those seem to have some reliability issues, but I considered them, but ruled them out. Then it was really just pellet smokers I was considering. And obviously the chief complaint with pellet smokers is lack of smoke taste. So coming from offset, I like smoke. I like that robust, almost rich smoke flavor, and I knew I would miss it with a pellet smoker. So I did a lot of research, and what really was top of the list for most people was the Camp Chef Woodwind Pro, either the 24 or 36, doesn't matter the size, because it has the unique ability to add wood chunks, wood chips, or charcoal directly into the smoke box, giving that an offset smoke flavor with the convenience of a pellet smoker. So with that, I thought, well, that should probably be the one I get. So I paid about $1,300 for my for the Camp Chef Woodwind Pro. I did get the 36 model. I paid this my own money. They did not give it to me. I have no affiliation with them. And a key point for this channel, and I want to make it abundantly clear to you guys, is I will never accept any equipment, products, anything for free for a review. I will never do that. A lot of channels get free stuff. They say this is their unbiased review, and they give a review on that grill they got for free. But if you think about it, if Traeger, Camp Chef, Weber, whoever, gave a content creator a new grill, are they really going to say that much negative? Probably not, because then they won't get anything else in the future. I'm going to be completely unbiased. Nothing can be paid for or bought for. Now, if in the event this channel blows up and a brand wants to give me a grill, sure. They'll give me the grill. I'll give an unbiased review. And you have my word, I will do a giveaway of that grill. I will never keep it. I will do a review and get rid of it so I can be as unbiased as possible. That's what you, the watcher, deserve. So, a lot to expect on this channel. A lot of exciting videos coming up. Mainly going to be focusing on the Woodwind Pro 36, how it compares to my Oklahoma Joe. I'm going to do some pellet comparisons. Going to cook up a whole variety of different meats. See how it comes out. I have a few experiments I want to do, mainly different types of pellets, different types of wood chips, chunks, charcoal, soaking wood chips, soaking wood chunks. There's a lot we can do with this grill, and I'm super excited to do that. So, without further ado, here's the unboxing and initial burn-in. All right, just finished opening all of the boxes. Kind of gonna show you what we got here. So we got the owner's manual in Spanish, I believe. We have the instruction manual, and then a little recipe guide pamphlet, which is nice. They included that. So these are all the pieces. Looks like we have pieces of the hopper, side kick table. I didn't opt for any of the searing or griddle or pizza maker or anything like that. Just stuck with the regular sidekick just because I already have a gas grill and all that. We have these, which is nice. I know other videos have talked about this before, but all the steps for the hardware needed are labeled quite clearly. As you can see, steps 3 through 20 are labeled clearly, which is awesome. We got the caster wheels; those feel nice and heavy. Everything, honestly, everything really does feel of a high quality. I would hope so. Paid a good amount of money. Got the tray, drippings tray, ash cup. Got the multicolored probes. Got the top grill grates. Got some of the legs. I'm not too sure what those are for. And then I assume these are the bottom grates, but there's 4 of them, so not too sure. And then the actual grill here. I'll keep you posted. On step 3, putting together the legs, I just want to note the instructions do say it recommends having 2 people. Unfortunately, it's just me, which is really no big deal at all. But what I did find for these back legs, it's very helpful if you can put a piece of styrofoam underneath the back. That way, it kind of elevates the back of the grill, and it's a lot easier to put those back legs on. All right, I'll keep you posted. All right, just finished building the Camp Chef Woodwind Pro. So let's take a quick look before I do the first burn in. Got the hopper, I already put my Bear Mountain pellets in here. I'll be interested to see, I want to try a lumberjack. But my local place didn't have them yet. But they are expecting to have a new shipment. So I'm excited to try to compare the Bear Mountain to lumberjack. But for now, I'm just rocking a Bear Mountain hickory. The lid's nice. We have the view of the pellet level, which is great. The little bottle opener, which is nice. Moving on to the actual grill. The door definitely feels heavy duty. Nice thick metal. Inside is a cook chamber. I know one of the chief complaints about the grill is the use of these like butterfly grates that kind of split apart. We'll see if I'll get annoyed by them. I can see how it's annoying if you're trying to slide these out, or kind of try to lift up a 15-pound brisket. But we'll see. I don't know if it'll be a huge deal. Like I said, we just have the plain sidekick over here. Have the bucket for the drippings, and then of course the actual smoke box, which I'm very excited to use. But yeah, then butterfly lever here, and then a little bottom shelf here. I do wish it came with a front shelf, and I know it could be hard with the smoke box because you have to be able to pull this out, but I know some aftermarket shelves that exist for the Pro specifically, so I guess I kind of wish it had that, but really not a huge deal. Go around on the back. Have the 2 vents. I just have them wide open for the burn-in. And then we have some information about the hopper and the electrical. And then over here we have the pellet opening, so you could pull it, dump out the pellets. Here's for your ash dump. Got power. All right, so let's go to feed mode. I just see feed. That's probably what it means. Yeah, feed. Only used for initial setup or when grill has run out of pellets. Confirm. All right, so we got 7 minutes. All right, feed mode has been completed. So next step we got on here, and I'm just using the owner's manual that came with it, the English version. Next step is to empty out the burn cup by pulling out the clean knob on the right side of the grill. Excess pellets from the feed cycle must be emptied before you start your grill and beginning your initial burn-in. Let's grab the burn cup. Yeah, there are some good amount of pellets there. Let's reuse, and recycle. I think I missed one of the R's. Okay, all right. Put that down. And put this back in. There we go. All right, this is attempt number 2. Don't be like me. I tried starting it up and I still had the ash cup clean out puller pulled all the way out. So everything was just going directly into the ash cup. So I restarted the startup sequence, opened back up the lid. Now we got some smoke rolling. So part 2. All right, we're about to finish the startup sequence. It definitely was billowing out a good amount of smoke, but now it's definitely clearing up. There's a good amount of smoke coming out of the ash cup area. I don't know if that's something I can kind of clear up later with a fresh gasket or something, but something to note. All right, the startup sequence is just about to finish. All the smoke has cleared out. So let's drop the lid. And let's run this for 30 minutes. All right, guys, and that's a wrap. So today we did the initial unboxing, we did the assembly, I shared some tips and tricks that I learned along the way, and we did the initial burn-in. Overall, it's a great quality smoker. I'm really excited to use it. I'm mostly excited for the smoke box and what that potential has on the flavor profile of the meat. I'm really hoping I can get offset levels of smoke without the headache. Don't get me wrong, nothing beats tending to a live fire. I love that aspect of barbecuing and I will get back into it. It's just right now at this stage of my life, I'm not going to have the free time that it takes to do, even a rack of ribs takes 6, 7, 8 hours of every 15 to 20 minutes. So I'm really excited for this pellet smoker. There is one thing I wanted to note, and I want to show some pictures now. The grill cover, the lid, when you shut it, it was getting hung up on the side wall of the body, the chamber. And what I had to do actually is unscrew all the screws on the top of the lid, attaching it to the chamber, and kind of shift it over for it to close right. And it's still, I think it's going to be fine. It closes 99% of the time fine, but sometimes it still gets snagged. So if I can't kind of jimmy it a little bit more, I'll contact Camp Chef and I'll definitely keep you guys posted. So I was a little disappointed about that. And to be clear, that came assembled in the box. I didn't have to assemble that part. So that's kind of on them. I'm hoping that what I did, shifting it over, loosening the screws, shifting it over, and then retightening the screws, was enough to fix it moving forward. But overall, super solid grill. Really excited to use it. Excited to do the first cook in it. Definitely going to keep you guys posted for that cook. I'm going to give you my first impressions, any tips and tricks I learn along the way. But until then, slay on.